one of the two dagger-type weapons in the game. I'm going to be looking at the Assassin's Dagger today. The Assassin's Dagger is a dagger. Attacks very fast, doesn't have too much for range. There's the secret starting weapons if you're looking for them. Gives you a critical hit when you stab the enemy in the back, and it's a pretty sizable critical hit, like 3 times damage. 331 versus 1058. It's not bad at all. Look at that. Sure, why not? Make it a pair. But anyway, the thing with this weapon is that it's a really good starting weapon. With good synergies like the Ice Grenade and the Wolf Trap unlocked from the very beginning, this is extremely advisable to pick up almost immediately, because you can get it immediately above the spawn area in the Promenade. That combined with the fact that it's going to be doing way more damage than most other weapons that you're going to get at that point in the game. Something like a Balanced Blade or... what else would you find? Alright, get out of here. I don't need you anymore. Something like a Balanced Blade or your Rusty Blade, everything like that. No, 3 times damage critical, all you gotta do is hit enemies in the back. It's like, it's a very obvious choice for until you start to unlock more weapons, get a larger arsenal. But the fact that you do get a larger arsenal, maybe some better options, and I would say most notably as you get into higher cell difficulties, just the ability to do damage at a range is so valuable to try to prevent yourself from getting all malaised up and everything. But I don't really use this too much as far as 4-cell context goes. That said, it's still not like a bad weapon or anything. It's just getting very close to enemies or hoping that you're going to be able to hit their back fast enough so that they can't malaise you up. Can be something of a tricky proposition sometimes. Hey, oh, guys. Yeah, sure. And what about you? Nah, I don't need that. Gonna be going most... I think that... Like, what's the best build for this one? I would say that yeah, if you wanted to go just complete classic, Wolf Trap, Ice Grenade, but there is also the Phaser, which does have a very good synergy with it. Puts you directly behind enemies, buffs up your attack even more, so then you're getting percentage increases on top of percentage increases. I don't even know if it actually works that way. I just said that. But anyway, Phaser, I think, is probably a good option. Wolf Trap, also a really excellent option. You get a lot of damage. You hold enemies in place. Enemies cannot turn around while they're caught in Wolf Traps, so their backs are ripe for the picking. That's a completely nonsensical phrase when I said it like that. And then, I don't know, maybe like a Firebrands or something, get some good fire synergy in here. I mean, I'm already working with that, so already halfway there. Good. I just need to actually get the... No! Dang. Alright, well then, this is going to be a little bit difficult, but hey, as far as getting the 1% healed, 100% damage taken, this is not a terrible one. It's a very fast weapon. I would say that the ideal one to take would probably be something along the lines of Impaler. There you get some decent range along with attacking very fast, but, you know, this isn't bad. It's pretty bad, but I'm going to keep my spirits up. You know, always look on the bright side of things. This is not going to be a boon, but maybe it'll... Malaise is the real problem. Oh well, just try to get enough money to re-roll everything soon. Root Grenade I'm hanging on to for right now because, hey... Oh, it doesn't even give me a Brutality. I thought it did. Well, anyway, it's all great. That's what I'm saying. Alright, so stat distribution. Probably going to go with a little bit of Brutality if I'm going to be hitting a... probably going to be hitting Brutality, obviously. I mean, but no, Survival. Survival was the other thing that I was thinking that I could hit here, because that would make the Wolf Trap do more damage. Or, probably, preferably, I would almost say, is the... Alright, gotta deal with this now. Hey! Well, not dealing with it very well, am I? Didn't even get the plus 100% on Burning Target. That's annoying. But anyway, something like Tactics I think would probably be preferable, just so that you could get the mystical, magical cooldown reduction on the wolf trap when I eventually get it. Also, maybe adds a little bit more options for ranged weapons to counter the whole lowered amount of range that I have on my. Ooh, not bad. I don't think I'm gonna take it for right now, though. I'd rather have the fire synergy if that ever comes up. But yeah, counter my lowered range by using a dagger. I could maybe get a. Oh boy, this is gonna be an issue. Infantry grenade. I guess it would be better, but not that much better. Some sort of ranged weapon. Maybe a bow and infinite arrows. Infantry bow? No, that's really doesn't do that much damage unless you're using it essentially as a melee weapon. What else? There's very few options that scales with brutality that gives you range. Even weapons that you think would give you. Even weapons that you think would be scaling with brutality don't. Something like the assault crossbow, repeater crossbow, that's what it's called. Assault weapon, whatever. For some reason, does not actually scale with that. Whoa, guys. Calm down there. Don't get too stressed. It's bad for your health. Anyway, aside from that, I suppose also this is, if there was ever a run to be utilizing the homunculus rune, this would be it. I mean, this is it essentially works almost the exact same as a, good. It essentially works almost the exact same as your basic wolf trap, except you have it at all points in time. It's innately useful. All that sort of stuff. So, like, I should really be using it. Ooh. Oh. This is gonna hurt, what with the whole 100% damage taken. I'm not looking forward to this, but we'll see how it goes. Who knows, maybe I'll get a decent necklace or something off this. Also, hey, I was already talking about getting some survival. Let's take some survival right now, just so I don't take too much damage, hopefully. What do you got? Black Thunder, infinite distance. I guess it's kind of better. The inflammable oil plus burn ground can make my dive attack pretty powerful. I don't know. Usually don't think too much about getting the most out of your dive attack, but I think that this is a point in time where that could work. Come on, nailed it. I'm the best. Okay, come on. Might be able to do this without taking damage. Oh, the greatest. Okay, well, I'm not gonna say that that wasn't mostly luck, but it was. Anyway, what else we got here? I take a different, I'm just saying right now, I would take a different Assassin's Dagger if you wanted to give me that. No? Okay, great, fine, whatever. Well, hey, this one is S rank, so it's not the worst to keep. It's just, yeah, you know, there's some issues. Curse chests? Yes, please. yeah, fun. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy this one. Alright, well, this is an interesting combination. Now all I gotta do is just make sure that I do not die. Oh no. That was really close. Are the phasers following me? Okay, I'm okay. And I managed to get that. Oh boy, the rapier. That's gonna be a fun weapon to use. I suppose we'll see when the time comes. I was just talking about maybe getting a little ranged weapon or two. What you got? Yeah. I think Firebrands is probably gonna be my best friend for right now, just because it actually scales with brutality. Okay, 2 left. I'm feeling pretty spicy and good. Oh no. I'm okay. Oh! Oh, that was so close to getting hit by that tracker when I was focusing on that. But I managed it just fine anyway. And then I'm going to smash those guys just for fun. I don't even need whatever they're offering me, unless it was like a legendary weapon or something. I don't know. But anyway, I would really like to get maybe the Phaser Wolf Trap combo that I've been building up this entire run. Perhaps you got something here? Let's go for the wolf trap first. If there's one that I feel like is going to be more useful, it's probably that. Phaser is just appropriate for what I'm going to be using. You know what? If I don't happen to get a phaser, I think that Crusher always a very good option for what to use, you know? Wait a second, I wasn't talking about taking survival, I was talking about taking tactics instead. That is actually called the split tactics survival scrolls are actually called the Assassin scrolls. So that feels like it probably should be what I'm going for here. I don't know. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna kind of focus on that from this point, and your damage reduction, that sounds good to me. Now I just need a wolf trap, and maybe I'll switch out. Ooh, it also gives me damage reduction. It also gives me this too. You have intrigued me. Been getting that a whole lot lately. Got that in the Blood Sword run, and now this one. That's kind of an interesting thing to happen. Well, I suppose we'll see. All right. Like, I guess something like what's the best sort of secondary weapon that you could get that would be tactic scaling? That's the real question right now. What would be the ultimate get for me? I guess something like pyrotechnics, but I mean, you know, that's more of a primary tactic. I'm talking a secondary type of thing. I'm talking something that I can use to buff up. Maybe something like a... How about a... Ooh, nice. How about ice bow, I guess? But I don't know. I kind of was hoping that it would do something more than just ice, but that's pretty good, though. I mean, it ain't bad. What to do? I think this is especially going to help. The invisibility necklace is especially going to help in this run because I'm not going to have too much for health in this one. Assassin's builds second only to pure tactics. They're gonna give you the lowest amount of health in the game. This might be one where it would be worth... Oh, come on. This might be one that would be worth taking dead inside just because I may be dead due to bad affixes. However, the invisibility should prevent me from getting hit for the most part. We'll see how that works out in practice. I'm not going to put all of my eggs in one basket, especially when I can't see my hands. All right. That time door should have plenty of time for that. And then make sure I open up this just so it gets on the map, and I know where it is, and I know if I'm going to be missing it or not. And I don't want to be missing that at all, since you've been gone. Probably should remember to actually be not tremendously rude and, you know, open doors like a normal person so as not to break my invisibility. See, if there's one thing that these zombies around here do, they keep those hinges and doorknobs all nice and oiled up so that they don't make any sound when you open them. Also, I'm really not entirely sure how many of these guys actually have eyes at this point. They may just have, you know, rotted out of their heads. Anyway, I think that we're looking pretty good right now. Like, yeah, my 100% unpoisoned, generates toxic cloud, minus 25%. What a flamethrower turret this one is. That's a lot of good affixes I like seeing. And similarly, burning and poison on the wolf trap. Wow. Not bad. And then I can just sit right in the background and not even worry about using the weapon that I'm allegedly supposed to be doing this run with. Oh my god. I gotta tell you, this luck is something else, isn't it? Oh, hey, always remember, doesn't work on bosses. You still gotta be prepared. Don't ever let your guard down. You're never safe. I'm looking pretty good right now, just saying. That, like, you compare this to your run-of-the-mill garden variety of run, it's going pretty good right now. Fortunately, can't like double those up together and just make myself invisible at all points in time. Or just reduce the cooldown on becoming invisible. So it's like, oh, now it's only 2.5 seconds of not moving or whatever. Nope. Now what? Okay. Yeah, I had some people watching some of my old 4-cell runs. Some of them back before they even had the whole Malaise mechanic introduced. What a concept at this point to think that there could exist a 4-cell that does not include Malaise. Well, like, yeah, one of the things that I remember when Malaise was first introduced was it was also applied to, like, a singular pool. The little thing above your health bar also worked on, get out of here. Also worked whenever you're... I'll take it, just because I'm not going to be using Firebrands. Whenever your turret got hit, you also seemed to take Malaise. You didn't actually do that, but it basically made it impossible to tell how often or not that you were getting hit. It was absolutely ludicrous. A very silly time in Dead Cells. Of course, you know, the entire thing with Malaise is that it was a very different sort of way of doing a little bit of difficulty. Comparatively, 4-cell mode used to be quite tame, aside from the fact that there were more enemies than God appearing to attack you every 5 seconds, but you know, aside from that, wow, this is some tricky dodging. I was hoping that my invisibility would come on sooner. No such luck. But yeah, it was originally just more enemies. More and more. I mean, hell, the first time that 4-cell was introduced, they didn't even have any sort of anything associated with it. You would just choose 4-cell. It's the exact same as 3-cell. Just gives you more cells when you go into it. Cell, 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 cell. And now buy. No, I was kidding. Sell more. It's kind of interesting to see people. I mean, it's always weird when you get comments on videos that are like 6 months old, and it's like, hey, what do you mean when you said that? And you're like, I don't eat. Did you 6 months ago? And like, I'm somebody that actually remembers stuff I say, like probably more than most. But, that said, at least if there are any questions related to, like, well, that and the fact that I don't actually, like, despite reading all the comments, I'm pretty bad about actually answering them. So, hey, hey, oh, hey. All right, you can't attack me in the shops. Now you can't attack me at all because you're dead. All right, should be finishing this up quite quickly. I don't really see how. Unless something absolutely crazy happens here. I don't really see any reason why I can't just book her out of here at this very moment. That is not crazy enough to book her out of here. That would have to be like 10 times as crazy as that. Anything else I want to look for? I mean, oh, yeah! Hey, I'm glad that I opened up that portal. Now I actually remember to go do it. You know, I'm starting to think that right now, one of the best options for me is going to be to go and get some sort of damage reduction on my second slot. Something like a shield or whatever. Probably nothing too fancy, maybe like a rampart or something that's usable, not really going to be doing too much damage. Give me that, showing that good damage reduction, you know. Not worry too much about going for... I just want more health right now, just to be sure. Oh, that actually wasn't too bad. That's getting pretty bad, just hitting it twice like that. Hey, there's Meat Boy. There we are. Yeah, I think damage reduction is going to do me better, because I'm kind of lagging behind on that a little bit. Something, if I manage to instead get something like the flame grenade rather than the flamethrower turret, that would be good, but this is a very, very good flamethrower turret. Why would I get rid of it? It is far too good to let down. And of course... Cool. Oh, that's actually not bad either. I mean, I would totally take that for some nice potential synergies if I wasn't already working with some very good items right now. Namely, invisible. Cannot overstate how ridiculously powerful this thing is if you manage to get one in your own run. 100% take it. Give up everything else. Sacrifice everything for the greater invisibility spell. Alright. Let's go fight that concierge. I'm feeling pretty good. I think that this one might be a little difficult. Concierge is always kind of questionable when it comes to fighting him in melee range because of his old damage field, his old smelter demon type guy thing. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Don't forget to read that. Perfect. That sounds great. I like everything that you're trying to sell me here. It's all great. Efficiency. Okay. 15 brutality is not bad either at this point. I think that fills me with some confidence just alone. So, not too disappointed in that just right now. However, probably would like to a little bit less splitting of my... A little bit less splitting of my stats among survival and... Oh, he still punched me. That's fine. Okay, good. Survival and tactics. I don't want to split it too far between survival and tactics. That could be bad. Anyway, the only thing I'm going to get out of invisibility in this fight is... That's some good damage. A little extra damage coming out of invisibility. Oh, that's real good. Oh, that's real good. That is a run winner right now with what I'm working with. But, not the run. Not the run. Should have appeared in the torch run if it wanted to get some play. This ain't the time. You know what you do. You do the crime, you get the time. Alright, well this is more than enough money to probably upgrade something if I manage to get into the next area. What? I don't know. Something. I'm thinking about it right now. It's probably... Again, I'm still thinking Rampart, KO, Cudgel. Rampart or Cudgel. Those are the two that I'm looking for. Those are probably the two that are going to do me the most good in the long run. I would also take something like the Shove Shield. You know, like a decent parry shield or something. You get that extra survival, if nothing else. It's there's some good options. Plenty of good options here. All right. Nah, I'm going mostly in brutality right now. I'm going to be getting pretty low health as it is, so I'm not going to worry too much about my off stats at the moment. Soon enough, that will become more of a issue for the forefront. But as of right now, I'm not feeling too bad with putting it all in brutality. Stack it all on damage. Okay. Okay. Not quite as much. Wow. That's fun. But not quite as much damage as I was looking for. Could have used a little bit more. This is about the time to use a potion charge. I don't like using potion charges or anything. But, you know, worst comes to worst, I think that I would rather lose that than lose my heart at this point in time. I've been losing my heart way too early lately. I would really, really prefer to not have that... Get that... Oh! Is that clean at least? No, it's not. I can see its stripes, but I know it's not clean. Oh, what's becoming of you? Cool. I didn't even see that one coming. Alright, whatever. These are not too difficult enemies to take care of. So. Took them down, but good. What do we got? Yeah? Between the invisibility, between fishing, I think I can deal with this rather well. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. As it is, still gonna be stacking it on damage, blah, blah, blah. Damage is good. Okay. And that should take them out quickly. Quicker than what I'm talking about. Now I still got 2 of you guys right out here. Okay, come on, come on. I got this. Should have taken acceptance, it's feeling like right now. Oh, right, invisibility. Oh, I saw that. I saw that. Oh, somehow that runner did not notice me. That was interesting. Usually not something that you see coming. Okay, what do we got? Just take out like a few bats or something. And there we are. Okay, let's go. Could have also just done a little bit of classic fishing too, but I... Shields, man! What are you doing? What have you wrought? What hell hath you wrought? Okay, but that's fine, that's fine. There will be more chances. Presumably, unless it's going to turn out like that, Hi. Unless it's going to turn out like that, the knife dance run again, which I would really prefer that not happen, but hey, I don't really have much of a say in it, do I? Apparently, it does seem like I do have a say in what affixes I get for my necklaces, considering what I've gotten so far, but aside from that, I mean, you can't prove that I'm cheating. Oh, these guys can see through invisibility for some reason. Alright, Sepulchre this time. I've got Clock Tower last couple times. I don't know. I'm recording all of these sword runs in a row right now, so they're starting to run together. Trying to get out more content here, you know how it goes. Hopefully this isn't completely terrible and you haven't already turned off the video. However, if you did, sorry. Wow, making some real good time. Should have made this the Swift Sword run. And this one. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Probably should have just gone back and gotten the potion charge from the food shop. Then again, there's some stuff I still want to buy from shops here. I don't want to totally neglect that. If you don't have enough money, it's a pretty bad feeling to have the exact items that you want, but they're just out of reach because you kind of splurged a little too much on your whole, making potion. On your potions class. Harry Potter. Now you actually make that anyway. It's just, I assume that I guess like the obvious assumption would be that the collector makes it, but he doesn't really say anything like that. He does have the huge alchemic laboratory, and I think that's why that you can kind of safely assume that in all likelihood he is the alchemist, because, you know, he works with a lot of the same alchemic stuff that you see strewn over in the lore rooms, in the castle area, the whole alchemic laboratory, as I like to call it, in the castle there. But at the same time, there's no actual confirmation. I mean, you don't even know exactly what the... You know what? You know what? I bet he makes it out of cells. Because you give him so many cells, and he doesn't seem to actually do much of anything with it. So, hit him in the back. Cool. Yeah, you give him so many cells, I'm betting that's probably what it's made out of. You know, it would be I like the idea of creating a serum out of poison of a snake or something like that. Also, no. You create like the cure for the malaise out of the... Yeah. Create the cure for malaise out of the cells that you find within it. I mean, it's still kind of questionable exactly how malaise works. It does... I mean, with the fact that people seem to blame the king, I mean, he didn't seem to be a very good ruler, but there didn't seem to be any sort of indication that he was the one that caused the outbreak in the first place. And the fact that the outbreak did kind of... although, you know, you think about it, the outbreak did cause the discovery of the dead cells, which are an extremely powerful... There's an alchemic lab right now. Extremely powerful sort of source of energy? Reality manipulation, because after all, when you give him Blueprint, he doesn't just create one object, it's like he creates the idea and puts it out into the universe. come on. Yeah, because it's like the items that you get previously did not exist. Reality warping sort of abilities. And also, and maybe that also includes like causing the disease to not exist when you ingest it or something like that. That would kind of explain how he would be able to create the like little safe areas that he does. I don't know. Anyway, there's the lore corner for the day. Hope you enjoyed. Sepulcher. Not going too bad, not going amazing either. I could definitely do a little bit better as of right now. I mean, the fact that I hit those spikes was a huge blow to, well, not only my health, but also my morale. Potential for healing Malaise as of right now. I suppose we will see exactly how that plays out in the future. Hey, twin dags. I guess those are technically the third type of dagger now that I'm thinking about it, but I kind of think of them as swords because they don't really share the same sort of move set and all that sort of stuff. You know what I'm talking about. It's a very nuanced sort of thing, but the daggers, they act differently. They act more like, the twin daggers act more like swords than they do like daggers. And for the longest time, the Assassin's Dagger was the only actual one in the game because there wasn't the Dagger of the Sadistic Cult, there was the Sadistic Sword. I cannot believe you lived for that long. Can't believe you lived through this. Like the album is what I don't know. Anyway, point is that I don't know. And then the Sadistic Sword got turned into the Sadistic Dagger. I think that of the various changes that they have made to the game, I really did like that one. Because there's not a whole lot of daggers in the game. There could definitely be a few more. There's no reason that you necessarily have to only have one and done. How did I not... Whatever. That was a pretty good elite fight, though. The damage is stacking up. Unfortunately, the damage will also stack up against me. However, I do have 8155 health. That's pretty good. Still want to hit up a shop, see what I can find for a shop stuff. I think that it could be like way worse insofar as like lack of damage reduction goes, because I do have the minus 25% from the flamethrower turret. That is something to always remember. It's very, very... Hey, let's go. I should have probably waited for him to get out of the water before I used all of my skills. Okay, that was my I screwed up song. Get out of here. You could have at least gotten started on fire so I could have killed you in one hit, man. Be considerate of other people's time, will ya? Don't make me wait around. We all know you're going to die. You're already dead. You're like some sort of weird vampire or undead monster. Just let it go. Give up the ghost. And by that I mean your ghost that you are. Because you're undead. Let's get out of here and get on to the next area. I really do have to go find... I mean, it seems pretty obvious where the shops are right now. The two shops that are in this level. Probably one right down to the left there, and then there's one already uncovered. So I'm going to go check those out first, see what I can find. See what sort of trouble I can get into. Perfect. Big money. Money could have been bigger. That said, as far as stuff goes, it ain't bad. Oh, that's not bad either. That's... Yeah, you know, I said big money before. That's big money. Dropping his album on the 21st. Which I think is actually today when I'm recording this. I don't know. Let's go. Oh, all right. Not going too shabby. I have pretty much everything I want at this point, and that's pretty good. I'll take it. Launches a grenade, 50% poisoned. Oh, and I already have some ways to get some poison synergy here. Perfect. Oh, something to remember is that I still have the heart. That is rare for this far into a nightmare run, certainly. Nightmare, usually a little bit less, Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Oh, so close. Oh, cool. Hey, it ain't my fault that she just walked right back into it. Oh, oh, that was the best dodging. I even skipped a phase. Come on, give me props for that. Ooh, yeah, spiteful sword. Nope. I was actually considering doing that one right now, but nah. All right, we'll see a little bit more of that one later. That's one of my favorite swords to use. It's so good. It's just it's too bad that 4-cell really kind of ruins a lot of the shenanigans you can get up to with it. But that's how it goes. As Tralmaphidorian would say, so it goes. All right, all right. Really not going too bad so far. The fact that I could skip... See, this is why I'm saying that it's like this weapon, again, you can unlock it from the promenade. That is good. This is a good weapon for being able to be unlocked that early. Oh, do I want to? With invisibility, I don't need to. That's the real thing to say. I doubt there's going to be anything in here that I'm going to want more than whatever I have right now. But who knows? I mean, it's like, yeah, if you're just starting out with the game, number one, I would say maybe don't. This is, you know, I did build this up a whole lot as. Now I just feel stupid. But yes, I did build this up a whole lot as like the weapon you want to take. Honestly, if you just go survival when you're going like 0-cell, you can tank your way through anything. You'll be totally fine. It's just like the ability to not have to worry about how many hits you're taking, I think is a lot more valuable than being able to blitz down the boss faster. Besides, there are also some pretty good early game survival weapons that you can get as well. I mean, the first time you beat the hand, you get the symmetrical dance, and that's a fantastic one. But if you just restart, get over to the ramparts over and over, you can also get the Nerves of Steel. Come on, that's one of your favorite weapons as of recently. You gotta remember the name. Okay. I do actually need to kill you. Oh. Ooh. Interesting. Probably not going to go for that, but like... That's something. No, the real thing that I wanted was I wanted to have something to replace the necklace I'm wearing right now. Invisibility is not going to help me in the next area. So I can easily get rid of that. Another good survival weapon that you can get pretty early is the explosive crossbow, but you do need pretty much all of the runes to get that. However, once you got them, it's like you don't even have to worry about it. At some point, I'll have to do something with the hand. Like I said, I gave an attempt at one point with tutorials, decided it wasn't for me. But I do still want to do something. Even if it's just, hey, watch me fight this whole bunch of times. I'll talk about my favorite flavors of Mountain Dew or something. Number 1, Baja Blast. Number 2, Pitch Black. Number 3, the orange one, Live Wire. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh, I like Baja Blast. Go there, get that with like a nice 7-layer burrito. It's good. It's also telling that I used to work next to a Taco Bell for a really long time. Let's see how this goes. I'm feeling pretty good. We'll see if that's warranted. 23 minutes is kind of an amazing time to be getting here, but I do also have some... Forgot the necklace. You got me. You were yelling at me. I just heard you. Forgot the necklace. Damn it. That's fine. That's fine. Those are never like game breakers. Except for the one that I'm wearing right now, and that's only for, you know, so long. All right, I think we got a run functioning at this current juncture of time. Oh, I'm okay. Okay, let's take you out first, and then... Oh! Okay, you know, it's going pretty good, but that does not... Okay, unfortunately, busts right out of that. This is pretty good. Yeah, I can get rid of you quite quick. Totally whiffed that one, but that's fine. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Hey, don't push me in there. Come on, get him down. This should do it. Well, whatever. This, yeah, that might not do it. This will do it. Oop, that was close. And done. All right, yeah. Hey, that was actually way better than I thought. I did have a lot of very, very good items there, so. To be fair, you can't say it was all skill, but ending a 4-cell run with the YOLO rune? Like, thumbs up on that one, at least.